Good morning, students. Good morning. Are you hear my voice? Lokesh? Lokesh, voice వినిపిస్తుందా?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Number 47, Bhavana. Are you hear my voice? Hello? Jahnavi? Screen share అయిందమ్మా నాది?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, good morning once again. So in the previous class, you see that there is SSB generations. So there are three methods of SSB generations. One is filter method. Second one is phase shift method. Third one is third method of generation, or it is may called as reverse method of generation. So these three methods going to be generate single sideband suppressor carrier signal. Here you have to use a single sideband signal. So suppress the carrier and also the another sideband. So the motto of cancellation of the carrier and another sideband is you have to save the maximum power. So the information is available only in the single sideband. So the remaining sideband is the only the imaginary part of the sideband. That's why the imaginary part of the information only. That is replica of the information. So if you want one single sideband, almost the information is available. That's why you have to cancel out one carrier and you have to remove another sideband. Only can available on the single sideband. For that, hello. For that, there are three methods are used to generate a single sideband only. First of all, one of the method is filter method. Second method is phase shift method. Third method is reverse method, or it is may called as third method of generation. So today you have to compare all these three methods, and if possible, go for the detection techniques also for the single sideband. Okay, so now, so it is the first filter method. Already you discussed in the previous class. If not, please follow this block diagram. So in this block diagram, there is availability of a balanced modulator here. And for the balanced modulator, two inputs are given. One of the inputs, the audio or baseband signal, that is MFT signal. and another input is generated from the oscillator. That is the carrier signal. Here, for example, the carrier signal is 100 kilohertz signal. These two signals are given to balanced modulator. Now the balanced modulator output is DSPS signal. Balanced modulator output is DSBS signal, double sideband suppressed carrier. Now that balanced modulator output is generated double sideband suppressed carrier. The carrier is suppressed, availability of the two sidebands are there. They may call as the double sideband. One of the sideband is upper sideband, the sideband is lower sideband. These two sideband signal is given to a filter. The filter is H1 of F filter. That is the first filter. The filter have, if the audio signal is 300 to 3K, that a band of the audio or baseband signal is 300 to 300 hertz to 3 kHz signal. So that is given to balanced modulator, and along with the oscillator or the carrier 100 kHz. The filter is how to extract one of the sideband. The sideband is 100 kHz plus 300, that is 100.3K, 100 kHz plus 3K, that is 103K. This is the band of signal is filtered out only. So what is the band is available now? 0.3 kHz to 103 kHz. After filter, this is the signal is available. Only it is a single sideband. So this is the response of the filter response. So the response of the filter is the x-axis, they're going to be F, the frequency. The y-axis, it should be a transfer function H1 of F, odd H1F. There is the magnitude. Okay. Filter output is, this is the signal response. The response have the filter is available to extract the band of signal is 100.3 kHz to 103 kHz. This is the band of signal available. Now the first filter is H1 of F has the transfer function. The filter gives the balanced modulator input, second balanced modulator input, or this second balanced modulator may call as the mixer also. The mixer is the mixing of the two signals. One of the signals is from the filter, and another signal is from the oscillator. Again, this is oscillator used as a carrier. That is 10 megahertz signal is there. 10 megahertz signal is there. Now these two signals are given to second balanced modulator or the mixer. Now the second balanced modulator mixer output is a filter again. That is H2 of F transfer function. The second filter response also there like this. The first filter response, here it is 10 megahertz plus 100.3 kHz and 10 megahertz plus 103 kHz. You have to draw the response also here. The second filter. The second filter response elevated signal is 10 megahertz plus 100.3 kHz, 10 megahertz plus 103 kHz. That is around it is 10 megahertz to 10.1 megahertz. That is the availability of the signal after second filter. That is known as the SSB signal, single sideband signal. So why you can use two balanced modulator here? Because of in order to more elevating of the signal, that is more elevating of the single sideband, you have to use these two filters or two balanced modulators. And two times in order to elevate the signal more. So why it is elevated means the signal is attenuated more at the low frequency. The signal is attenuated at the high frequency, less at the high frequency. Once again, repeat that. The signal is attenuated more at the low frequency and signal is attenuated less at the high frequency. So as an example here in this block diagram, 100 kHz and 10 megahertz. There are two high frequency signals, but 100 kHz is, and also another one is 10 megahertz. Now 10 megahertz is greater than 100 kHz, no? If the signal is mixing with the 10 megahertz, that convert to high frequency, then at this point of time, the signal is attenuated very less after mixing with the 10 megahertz. That's why you can use the second time in the balanced modulator or the mixer. I understood that concept. Okay, the availability of the signal at the first filter is given to balanced modulators or mixer again. Reason for that is attenuation is very less at the high frequency. At the high frequency 10 megahertz. If the signal is mixing with the 10 megahertz, then the signal is translated to high frequency. There is signal is less attenuated after second filter. That's why you can use the second time balance modulator and filter again. This is the filter method. Students, please practice the block diagram, and you have to write your own notes. Okay, that is the first one. The second one is phase shift method. So the limitation of the first method is, in order to maintain the filter responses the 2 times, it's very complex. Okay, so later you have to discuss for the comparisons for all these 3 methods. Okay, now the second method of generation is phase shift method. Phase shift method. Here the phase shift method is, here can use the 2 balance modulators. 2 balance modulators. For the first balance modulator, use baseband signal as M of t, and the same baseband signal in 90 degrees phase shift and given to another balance modulator. Here you can use the baseband signal M of t given to the balance modulator under below this one. The same baseband signal is 90 degrees phase shift and apply to the second balance modulator, upper one, which is lower one is M of t, upper one is M cap of t. So M of t, M cap of t differ by the 90 degrees only. That's why you can use the 90 degrees phase shifter network here. And for that second input of the balance modulator is again the 90 degree phase shift of carrier, that is cos omega ct, and 90 degrees of cos omega ct is sin omega ct. Now cos omega ct is given to down balance modulator along with M of t signal, and up balance modulator is sin omega ct along with M cap of t. Now the up balance modulator output is M cap of t sin omega ct, and down balance modulator output is M of t cos omega ct. These 2 signals are given to add or subtractor. Add or subtractor. So now can add these 2 signals. Add these 2 signals. That is M of t cos omega ct plus or minus M cap of t sin omega ct. M of t omega ct plus or minus M cap of t sin omega ct. If the M of t signal is cos omega ct, cos omega M of t, M cap of t is sin omega M of t. That means these 2 signals are 90 degrees phase shift. Whenever the signals are 90 degrees phase shift, those signals may be called as orthogonal signals. Whenever the 2 signals are differ by the 90 degrees, those signals may be called as orthogonal signals. So now the output of add or subtractor is M of t cos omega ct plus or minus M cap of t sin omega ct. Here it is. You can add these 2 signals, add these 2 signals, elevate lower sideband signal, and cancel out upper sideband. You can subtract, elevate upper sideband signal, cancel out lower sideband signal. Okay, this is the add and subtractor network. I think I given some notes regarding to for that in the previous PPTs. Okay, so now this is add and subtract network is for M of t cos omega ct for the down balance modulator output, and M cap of t sin omega ct the up balance modulator output. These are given to add and subtract. If you add, lower sideband is elevated, you can subtract, upper sideband is elevated. That is, you can add, one of the sideband is available, that is lower sideband. You can subtract, another sideband is available, that is upper sideband. Okay, so this is the phase shift method. Students, please practice the block diagram again. This is the phase shift method. And third method is Weaver's method of generation, or it is called as a third method of generation again. Itself it is called as third method of generation, or it is Weaver's method of generation. So here it is. Observe that previous block diagram. There are 2 balance modulators and baseband is 90 degree phase shift. and carrier signal also 90 degrees phase shift given to that, and add and subtract is. You can observe this block diagram. Same as two balanced modulator here. Again, two balanced modulator again. There, Weber's method of generation or third method of generation use four balanced modulators. Four balanced modulators. So above balanced modulators, between there is a band pass filter. Below balanced modulator, between there is a band pass filter. Okay, again the phase shift network is generated 90 degrees phase shift of M of t and M cap of t, and carrier is 90 degrees phase shift into cos omega t and sin omega ct. Again, one more balanced modulators. Another two balanced modulators are carrier is 90 degrees phase shift. The output of the first balanced modulator is through band pass filter given to second balanced modulator. Again, the downward output of the balanced modulator is through band pass filter given to balanced modulator again. Okay, so now here the second pair of balanced modulators output are M of t, M cap of t sin omega ct, M of t cos omega ct are given to add and subtract network like the previous one, and there is output is M of t cos omega ct plus or minus M cap of n omega ct. Here also the same principle is applied. That is, you can add these two signals, lower side band is available. You can subtract these two signals, upper side band is available. Okay, so this is the case of Weber's method. So Weber's method of generation and phase shift method of generation both are the same. There is 90 degrees phase shifters are used, and thing in the Weber's method is band pass filters are used to given the input to the second pair of balanced modulators. Okay, so please practice this block diagram again. Okay, now there are three methods of generation of SSB. That is, one is filter method, another one is phase shift method, another one is Weber's method of generation or third method of generation. Now you have to compare these three methods. So please observe this table, and there are some parameters are to compare. There are some parameters here to compare all these three methods of generations. Okay, the first method is method of use. First one is a method of use. So here the filter method. Filter is used to remove the unwanted sideband. The filter method of first is method use. Method use is a filter method. Filter is used to remove the unwanted sideband. Okay, the phase shift method. Phase shift technique is used to remove the unwanted sideband. Phase shift technique is used to remove the unwanted sideband. So third method of generation or Weber's method also there, similar to that of phase shift method, but carrier is phase shifted by 90 degrees here. Why? Because the comparison of these phase shift method and Weber's method there, carrier is extra phase shift of 90 degrees phase shift. Then this, no? Observe this block diagram there. The block diagram, first carrier is there for the balanced modulators in the phase shift method. The Weber's method is, so here this is the first carrier and second carrier also used. That means compare with the previous one, similar to that of phase shift method, but extra carrier signal is 90 degrees phase shift applied to the second pair of balanced modulators to generate SSB signal. So this is the first one. The circuit designing also there. Method of generation means filters are used in the filter method to remove the one of the unwanted sideband. In the phase shift method is used to phase shift technique to remove the unwanted sideband. Here also third method is phase shift technique is used to remove the unwanted sideband. But the carrier, one more carrier is used to generate the signal. Here that ఈ రెండు డిఫరెన్సెస్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. ఫేస్ షిఫ్ట్ మెథడ్ లో అన్వాంటెడ్ సైడ్ బ్యాండ్ ని రిమూవ్ చేయడానికి ఫేస్ షిఫ్ట్ టెక్నిక్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. థర్డ్ మెథడ్ లో కూడా రివర్స్ మెథడ్ లో కూడా సేమ్ టెక్నిక్ యూజ్ చేస్తాం. బట్ ద క్యారీ ఎక్స్ట్రా ఫేస్ షిఫ్ట్ 90 degrees. The carry extra phase shift 90 degrees. Okay, that is the first point. Second point is phase shifter, 90 degrees phase shifter. So the 90 degree phase shifter, the filter method not required. Is it not? Filter method not required. Observe in the block diagram. You may not use any phase shift network there in the block diagram. That's why not required in the filter method. The phase shift method required 90 degree phase shift. It should be a complex. It should be a complex network. And the third method also required. So here, in the third method, use the phase shift network, but by using the RC simple circuit to provide the phase shifter in the third method of generation. So in the second method of generation, phase shift network is used, but it's complex. But is third method, phase shift network is used. The phase shift network is designed by RC simple components here. The third method. In the second method, it should be a complex. And third point is possible frequency range of SSB. Possible frequency range. The frequency range. That is elevated signal frequency range is there. So that in the third point is there. So the frequency range is not possible to generate SSB at any frequency. So not possible to generate SSB at any frequency. Only certain frequencies to design, not for all frequencies. So that is the point is available. That is the point is mentioned here. Possible frequency range means not possible to generate SSB at any frequency. Whereas in the second method is possible to generate SSB at any frequency. At any frequency, it's going to be possible to generate SSB. In the third method also there, possible to generate at any frequency. The fourth point is need to up conversion. Need to up conversion. So here the up conversion is required. So up conversion means how it is required in the filter method. And the up conversion means second time you have to convert the signal. So that's why in the block diagram shows the first time filter is used, first filter. The second time second filter is no. So that's why the up conversion takes place. The conversion of the signal is 1 by the 100 kilohertz, and second time it is along with the 10 megahertz. There is up conversion. The second time conversion takes place. So that is available in the filter method only. So that is need for up conversion means required there because of second filter is used to elevate the signal more. Elevate the signal more. Whereas in the phase shift method, not required there. Not such circuit is designed to generate SSB. And also third method is not required. That is the fourth point. Now the fifth point is complexity to design. Complexity. So fifth point is complexity. So there the complexity is less in the filter method, moderate in the phase shift method, high in the Weaver's method or third method of generation. Complexity is very less in the filter method, moderate in the phase shift method, high in the Weaver's method, third method. So design factors. Here the design factors are, here use Q of tank circuit, filter type, size weight and upper frequency limit is there. Okay. The second one is design of 90-degree phase shifter for entire modulating signal frequency range. So here the certain limit of frequency is used to design. That is the I think it is the third point and sixth point are the same as that. Okay, certain design frequency is there for filter method. That's why the design frequency by using the Q of the tank circuit. So here second method is designing a 90-degree phase shift entire modulating frequency. That is, any frequency of signal has to be generated. So similar to that of a third method also there. Okay, third method and second method both at any frequency signal is generated. But in the first method, there is a certain signal is generated by using a tank circuit. Okay. Just a minute. Unlikeliness. Okay, there is as the likeliness is there in that filter method, no in the second method and third method also there. And the last one is switching ability. Switching ability is not possible with the existing circuit. Extra filters are switching networks are available. If you want to switch the frequency, use extra filters. That's why for the particular filter, only the certain frequency you have to design. If you want to switch over the frequency, use another filters. That's why it is somewhat complex. So here, the second method is there. It is possible to generate. It is possible to generate. So it is possible to generate. Okay. So that means for any frequency range, the single sideband signal is generated now. The second method and third method also there. That's why it is possible to generate. Now need to switching circuit. If you want to switch, extra filters are used in the first method, that is filter method. Such switching is not required here. That means easily possible to switch over the any frequency. And also it is third method also easily possible to switch over, but extra circuit is required. Third method also extra circuit is required. There is some possibility to switch over the any type of frequency. So this is the comparison table. So this is the comparison table. Okay. Students, please do practice the block diagrams which is available here. That is one of the filter method, phase shift method, and reverse method or third method of generation. Okay, and there are some parameters to compare all these three methods. Parameters to compare all these three methods. Okay, now another point in this next concept, that is demodulation of SSB waves. How can you demodulate? Demodulate means if you modulate, those above three methods are used. Either one you have to design an SSB signal. The signal is going to be transmitted through a channel, and at the receiving end, you have to extract a baseband signal, M of the signal from the SSB generated signal. That is the reverse operation. Modulation process is along with the carrier, your signal is modulated and going to be transmitted. At the receiving end, we have to extract the baseband signal, that is M of t signal, from the modulated signal. From modulated signal, we have to extract the M of t signal. So now there are two types of demodulation techniques in the SSB generation. There are two types. One is coherent detection method, and another one is envelope detection method. These two methods are used to demodulate SSB waves. Coherent detection method and envelope detection method. So let first coherent detection method. Coherency means transmitter and receiver carriers are the same. At the transmitter, that means at the transmitter is the modulation. At the receiver, you can use the demodulation. At the transmitter, you use the modulation. At the demodulation, at the receiver, you use the demodulation. Modulation at transmitter, demodulation at receiver. At modulation, use the carrier, cos omega ct. Demodulation also use the carrier. That is also cos omega ct. See, these two signals are the same. Whether the modulation process use the carrier, that is cos omega ct, or at the demodulation process use the carrier, that is the cos omega ct. These two signals are the same. That is known as the coherence. If these two signals have the phase difference or frequency deviation, phase difference or frequency deviation, that is not a coherence. Coherence means transmitted modulation is at a transmitter, modulation is done by one carrier, that is cos omega ct. At the receiver, demodulation there. The demodulation also is the carrier, that is cos omega ct. These two signals are the same, there is a coherence. If these two signals are, is there any phase difference? Is there any frequency difference? So that is not a coherence. So are you understood the coherence process? So now the coherence detection method is one of the techniques. You can recover the message signal M of t by coherent detection method by following the procedure. Okay, you have to recover the message signal M of t signal by coherent detection method by following the procedure. Please go through the procedure first. First point is consider SSB wave, either upper sideband or the lower sideband. Consider SSB wave. So why? Because from the SSB can detect a baseband signal M of t, baseband signal or M of t signal from the SSB wave. Now consider SSB wave. What is that SSB wave? Whether it is a single upper sideband or it is a lower sideband. Second point is apply it to product multiplier. This signal is applied to product multiplier. Product multiplier also may be called as balanced modulator. Balanced modulator, another name is product multiplier. And third one is apply local generated carrier. Apply locally generated carrier cos omega ct, that is or cos 2 pi c of t as a second input to the product multiplier. For the product multiplier, second input is cos 2 pi f c of t, the second input of the product multiplier, and apply output to the low pass filter. This product multiplier output is given to low pass filter. That output of low pass filter is recovered signal empty signal. Okay, this is the procedure. Now see the block diagram there. This is the block diagram. SSB signal or the signal is S of t. What is S of t? S of t either upper sideband or the lower sideband. Either upper sideband or the lower sideband given to product multiplier. Product multiplier, another input is cos 2 pi f c of t, or it is known as a carrier at receiver side. Is it not? Product multiplier SSB signal is generated now. That is generated at the transmitter side and pass or propagate through a channel, and receive at the receiver end. At the receiving end, you can use the product multiplier. For the product multiplier, one of the input is SSB signal, that is from the transmitted signal, and another input is carrier, that is cos 2 pi f c of t. This signal is given to product multiplier. The product multiplier output is V of t signal. Now this V of t signal is applied to the low pass filter. The low pass filter output is V naught of t. Now what is V naught of t? Now the V naught of t is M of t signal. V naught of t is M of t signal. Now see that the output of product multiplier is V of t. Output of product multiplier is V of t, which is product of SSB and a carrier wave. V of t signal is not product multiplier, that the product of SSB signal, that is S of t, and cos 2 pi of C of t. See that, let an example. S of t signal is, this is S of t signal, that is SSB signal. S of t signal is AC by 2 M of t cos 2 pi of C of t plus or minus M cap of t sin 2 pi of C of t. This is SSB signal, S of t signal. So see that S of t signal is applied to the product multiplier. What is that? AC of t. That is, AC is the amplitude of the signal. AC of t into M of t cos 2 pi of C of t plus or minus M cap of t sin 2 pi of C of t. This is S of t signal. This is a signal of SSB. Signal of SSB. So here the cos 2 pi of C of t, and sin 2 pi of C of t. This cos 2 pi of C of t is from the transmitted data. That is from the modulation. So this is cos 2 pi of C of t to the receiver, to the demodulator. So this is differ and this is differ. These two signals are different. Please we note that point. This S of t signal is SSB signal, that is AC by 2 M of t cos 2 pi of C of t. This is cos 2 pi of C of t signal is from the transmitted data or from the modulated data plus or minus M cap of t sin 2 pi of C of t. So this phase shift method or Weaver's method. This is an output. That is SSB signal. That is given to a product multiplier. Now, cos omega CT of cos 2 pi of C of t is 90 degrees phase shift, that is generated sin 2 pi of C of t. So now this is the output of phase shift of SSB signal. Okay, now this of t. This S of t and cos 2 pi of t, the V of t. But V of t now, V of t is the product multiplier output now. Now the V of t is equal to S of t 2 pi of C of t. V of t is equal to S of t 2 pi of C of t. Now V of t is equal to the S of t, AC by 2 cos 2 pi of C of t into M of t cos 2 pi of C of t plus or minus M cap of t sin 2 pi of C of t. Okay, this is the S of t. AC by 2 M of t cos 2 pi of C of t plus or minus M cap of t sin 2 pi of C of t into cos 2 pi of C of t. Now, after simplification of these two and apply trigonometrical identity, there it is AC by 2 M of t cos square 2 pi of C of t plus minus AC by 2 M cap of t cos 2 pi of C of t sin 2 pi of C of t. After multiplication of these two, AC by 2 M of t cos square have to write like this: 1 plus cos 4 pi of C of t by 2 plus or minus AC by 2 M cap of t sin 4 pi of C of t. That is AC M of t by 4 plus AC by 4 M of t cos 4 pi of C of t plus or minus M cap of t sin 4 pi of C of t. So here it is AC M of t by 4. This is wanted signal. AC by 4 M of t cos 4 pi of C of t plus or minus M cap of t sin 4 pi of t. This is the unwanted signal. Now, if V of t is passed through a low pass filter, these two signals are passed through a low pass filter. So the low pass filter is where the FC of t component is there. Where the FC of t component. This is two sorts of signals are there. One signal is AC M of t by 4. Another signal is AC by 4 M of t cos 4 pi FC of t plus or minus M cap of t sin 4 pi FC of t. So from these two signals, which have the FC of t component, which signal has the, these are two signals. From two signals, which signal have FC of t component? FC of t component. FC means carrier signal frequency. Carrier frequency is high frequency. No? In the block diagram is the low pass filter. No? The low pass filter allow only the low frequency component and attenuate or reject high frequency component. That is nothing but FC of t component. Which signal have the FC of t frequency? That frequency of the signal is attenuated by low pass filter. Low pass filter may not allow the signal, allow only the low frequency signal. This low frequency signal is AC M of t by 4 signal. If V of t signal is passed through low pass filter, then we got V naught of t. V naught of t is AC before M of t signal, that is AC M of t by 4. So this is message signal, which scaling factor is AC by 4. AC is the amplitude, by 4 is the scaling factor. Now the M of t signal is reduced by 4 for the magnitude. What is the magnitude? Suppose 8 amps, 8 voltage is there, no? The signal voltage is 8 now. At the receiving end, 8 by 4, 2 volts is available. Likewise, there is a signal is available. So this is the signal, baseband signal. So this is the block diagram. V of t signal and V naught of t signal. V naught of t signal is output of low pass filter. Low pass filter allows the low frequency. The low frequency is AC M of t by 4 signal D. So this is the here it is. Go for some clarification required here. The clarification is, so but in practice there is a phase error or there is a frequency deviation. For the frequency deviation phase error for the modulated carrier and the recovered carrier. The modulated carrier is from the modulation process, recovered carrier is at the demodulation process. There are two signals. But in practice, there is a phase error in locally generated carrier wave and modulation process carrier. This is 2 pi of C of 5. If suppose cos pi of C is there, that is the same signal. If the signal is 2 pi of C of plus pi, that is plus pi is the phase deviation or phase difference. Such a signal is applied now. It's not a coherence. Both the signals are the same phase and same frequency, there is a coherence. If the phase deviation occurs, now the signal distortion takes place. Or frequency deviation occurs, the signal may be misinterpreted at the receiving end. Misinterpreted means a signal పంపిస్తే ఇంకొక signal receive చేసుకుంటాం. So phase difference వస్తే signal distortion వస్తుంది. Okay, so that is the case in the non-coherent signal. So this is the output of AC by 4 M of t is the output of coherence. If there is any phase difference or frequency deviation, the signal will be distorted. That are also taken in this. Okay, the distorted signal is AC by 4 M of t cos pi plus or minus M cap of t sin pi. So that is the signal is distorted now. So please go to this equation once again. Okay. The next one is envelope detector. Envelope detector. So where you use the envelope detector there? The first unit also there. The detection process envelope detector is there now. The simple circuit is there. Diode and capacitor and resistor is there. The diode is on. That pass the positive peak. The diode is on. Capacitor is going to be charged. When the diode is off, capacity going to discharge. For the discharging, you can provide the resistance path. Please see that once in the first unit detection process, envelope detector, diode and capacitor and resistor is there. The diode is on, capacitor going to charge. When the diode is off, capacitor going to be discharged. So that is pulsating DC is output of the envelope detector. Like the detection is there in the envelope detector. So the envelope is detected by using on and off condition for the diode and diode on and off. Diode operated under the ideal case. What is the ideal case of the diode? Forward resistance is 0 and reverse resistance is infinity. That is the diode ideal characteristic. Okay. Now, in this method, the SSB signal is demodulated by adding local carrier to it at the receiver and then pass the resultant wave through an envelope detector. Here you can use S of T signal is given to simple a diode detector. AC cos 2 pi FC of signal is the carrier and V of the signal is applied. That is given to envelope detector. Output is V naught of the signal. So consider SSB and SC. SSB SC, that is single sideband suppressed carrier, which upper sideband as S of T, that is M of T cos 2 pi FC of T minus M cap of T sin 2 pi FC of T. The locally carrier is generated by C of T, that is AC cos 2 pi FC of T. Now, the resulting signal is given by E of T, S of T plus AC cos 2 pi FC of T. That is M of T cos 2 pi FC of T minus M cap of T sin 2 pi FC of T plus AC cos 2 pi FC of T. What is the difference between envelope detector and coherent detection? There is S of T into cos 2 pi FC of T. That is product multiplier use. Here it is S of T plus AC cos 2 pi FC of T there. Here you can mention the amplitude of the carrier also. That is AC. For the, that is the difference. Now we can use the adder is there. Add these two signals. There is the product of these two signals. This is the product of these two signals. That is the envelope. That is the coherent detection. Where in the envelope detector there is adder is there. S of T add with AC cos omega, AC cos 2 pi FC of T. That is V of T signal. V of T signal is S of T plus AC cos 2 pi FC. S of T signal is now M of T cos 2 pi FC of T plus M cap of T sin 2 pi FC of T. So that is M of T cos 2 pi FC of T minus M cap of T sin 2 pi FC of T plus AC cos 2 pi FC of T. This is lower sideband. That is for simplification of these two, cos 2 FC of T, M of T plus AC plus M cap of T sin 2 pi FC of T. The output of the envelope is given by V naught of T is called the squaring of in phase component, that square, plus out of phase component. There are two components are there, in phase, out of phase. That is AC plus M of T whole square plus M cap of T whole square. That is AC square plus M square of T plus 2AC MT plus M cap of T. So assuming that M cap of T is far less than AC and M cap of T is far greater than less than AC. Now the V naught of T is called square root of AC square plus 2 into AC M of T. Now this is AC square root of 1 plus 2 into M of T by AC. Since the mod M of T signal is far less than AC. That is AC is the amplitude of the carrier now. The carrier is far greater than M of T signal carrier, M of T signal magnitude. Now V naught of T is called AC into 1 plus 2 into M of T by 2 AC. Therefore, you know that relation is that 1 plus x whole square. Square root of 1 plus x is equal 1 plus 1 by 2x. You can apply that V naught of T is called AC plus M of T. In method, local carrier frequency should match with the original carrier. So if not, distortion takes place. Distortion takes place. Okay. Students, this is the concept related to single sideband generation and detection process. So please go to the block diagram once. So I sent you the notes of second unit along with the first unit also. So first of all, go through the topics which cover in today's class. Okay. The next class go for one more technique, that is USB generation. Okay. So with the USB generation, second unit is maybe completed. Okay. So thank you, Varuna. So మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే కాల్ చేయండి at any time. So there is a mathematical simplification is required there. Is to provide all the mathematical simplification is there. So there you can use one trigonometric identity, cos C cos D formula and sin C sin D formula, like that. Okay, I can provide all those mathematical equations are there. Please practice that mathematical equations, and also practice the block diagrams first. So while you are in the presentation, block diagrams are very much useful. Okay? The examiner may see the block diagrams only, not for the pages by pages written theoretical concepts. Apart from theoretical concept, block diagram way of presentation and mathematical way of presentation is the best. So most of the examiners look over those way of giving the marks for the block diagrams and mathematical equations. Please practice, and good luck for the next class. So stay home and be safe. Thank you, one and all.